What is up, planet? It is the Priest, and I'm back with another pick a card reading, and we're looking at the month of May 2021. So today I'm going to be doing an overview of what to expect financially, in love, and just an overall general reading for the month of May. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to become a part of the Tarot Tribe, where we embrace love, happiness, freedom, and most importantly, truth. So a quick announcement: many of you who follow me on Instagram, the Tarot Priest, have been receiving messages from another account that is not me. So if you guys have been receiving messages, that is a scammer or a spammer that's in posturing who they say they are. So they're not me. I do not reach out for readings. So if you did receive a message, I apologize on my behalf, but I only have one account, and that is the Tarot Priest. And that's exactly how it's spelled out. Last but not least, if you guys have not signed up for the Soul Journey webinar in May, there will be another one in June. So all of that information is also down below for the Abundance Series webinar. You can find that information also on my Instagram or thetarotpriest.com. So in this month, we're going to be looking at May 2021. So we'll do an overview of financially, what's happening in love, also what to expect, and some guidance and clarity also for the month of May. So we have 4 different decks that you can choose from. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. All right, let's jump into the reading. All right, if you guys chose deck number 1, this is your reading and what to expect for the month of May. So the overall theme is the right way. Learning to create what you desire. So what Spirit is saying is the right way is going to be expressed through your desires and what you're devoted to. All right. We have the Empress. So spiritually, you are going to have a lot more creativity or an energy surge to maybe want to create. I also see some endings here. We have the World and the Ten of Michaels, which represents an ending, but a very happy ending as we have here. So things are definitely coming in full circle. Again, what ends definitely is a beginning. So we have the Empress, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. Okay, so you are going to be going through, I want to say, a pretty good balance of things. The only thing that I'm seeing that's missing here is your finances. So we'll get into that a little later because, again, you're focusing on some things coming in full circle, some spiritual growth. I definitely feel some insight. Some of you could be taking a relocation, or there could also just be a new pathway that's presented to you in May. So definitely be open to a new pathway. Now, as far as your inspiration and your energy, keep your eyes on the bigger picture, leave the details to others. So again, focusing on the bigger picture, not getting involved in the details of things, but holding the vision of where you're going, who you're becoming. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. So this is in the reverse. We also have the 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So some things definitely happened in April or are still happening depending on when you are here. And it's definitely leaving some emotional feelings here. Like there are things that need to be dealt with emotionally, and that's something that you're going to definitely feel, but you're also feeling the progress and where you are going. So let's get some information on what this ending is. What is this ending? Thank you. 2 of Pentacles could be a job, could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be an intimate one, could be any type of relationship, because we do have the 3 of Cups and embracing joyful opportunities. Now with the 3 of Cups, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So I do see that something happened or something is happening that definitely brought it could be some regrets. Also, some feeling of relief, holding on to some of the things that have happened in the past. And I say that because the 5 of Cups is here for your emotions in May. And so let's get some clarity on why the Five of Cups is here, please. Thank you. The Fool. Yeah, so you're being guided into a new direction in May. So I definitely feel like it might be you might not realize that this is the pathway because you're asking, is this the right way? But Spirit is saying you're going to know that it's the right way if it sparks creativity, if it's inspiring, if it makes you laugh, if it brings you to a higher vibration, it's the right place. And so I definitely feel like May is presenting some unknown here, and also the 5 is here. So we do have the number of change and conflict. 5, there's an imbalance, 3 and 2. So 5 does represent some imbalance in some emotion. So I do see that you are working to get back on track. So what Spirit is saying is this is going to be more of a looking at it from a higher perspective of what's to come and the opportunities of happiness to follow. Okay, so let's look at love. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So some of you definitely will be leaning on others for support, or being kind of urged to open up to friends about some of these feelings that you do have, releasing regret. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before anything new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So yeah, definitely deck number 1, if you were drawn to this in May, there is a sense of need of surrendering and allowing some space for some new things to come in, for some new energy to come in. That's what's going to raise your vibration. So right now you're releasing to allow that space for that new to come in. And so that does take some surrendering, because again, some of you may be worried about what could happen. All right. Now, in love, since this is centered towards love, when it comes to the matter of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice makes you expand your understanding of love and life. Let's get some clarity on love in May for whoever chose this deck, because some of you, this is some projects that maybe, because there's 2 things here. There's relationship, and then some of you may resonate with a project maybe not taking off as fast as you wanted it to, or maybe looking at the things that you've created, because I am seeing that you have this creative side to you. So that could be for some of you as well. I do sense that quite a few of you were drawn to this deck for May. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, so financially, there are definitely some things that you're surrendering and letting go. So looking at this from that perspective, it is a situation that is cut off from your finances, or something is changing at your job or your career, and money is slow and you're worried because we have the 5 of Pentacles here. All right, so this is definitely letting your friends help you. So some of you may get some insight from a friend or friends that might inspire you to say, well, why don't you do that hairline that you've been, wanting to do, or why don't you do that idea? And it's something that's going to trigger you, but what it's going to require for you is to know that you're guided and protected on this journey. So the Fool. So you would be going into the unknown, okay? Even with this new career and project, because I am seeing that there is some type of change here in your career. Let's see what that was about. Temperance, we have Sagittarius energy. So you could be a Sagittarius, you don't have to be. We also have 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, we do have some financial constraints here that I am seeing. And if you do feel that way in May, Spirit is bringing another door of revelation of where finances can flow in. But it's like you have to get to that space of creativity, that space of relief and not worry, so that you can get some clarity and insight. And so I definitely see that for the finances. Let's get your financial cards. So yeah, you could be coming out of conflict in May. And again, this could be what you've been experiencing financially, because I am seeing that this is coming to a close. This financial worry or restraint that you have. Some of you are waiting for something to come in. It could be some money with the 3 of Wands here. I do see that it might not be on time, but I do see that it's coming in for those of you who are waiting. Now, financially, yeah, I definitely feel like there's something emotionally that's coming in for your financial career. So I am seeing that Spirit is wanting you to open up and come from a place of artistry, I guess you can say, creativity, emotionally, focus more on your emotions, because I see that in May you're not doing that. So that's what they're getting you towards And it's also in connection with your finances. So there is something that's going to be presented to you that is going to make you, it seems like a wish come true in finances, or the Knight of Cups. We're going to get some clarity on that. Let's get some clarity on why the Nine of Cups is here in May for the people who chose this. One more for the Knight of Cups. Why is this in May? Okay, I celebrate everything I achieve. So yeah, so May, you're really waiting to achieve this, and it is coming in. I just see that it might not come in at that right time that you're expecting in May. So it could be a phone call. Some of you could be a promotion, but you're waiting for something to come in. And I do see that it is coming in, but as you see, it's coming in on one of the slowest donkeys in the deck. Like, this is a really slow donkey. Like, this is going to take some time is what it's looking like. So it's happening, but allow it to happen. And in the meantime, I'm definitely feeling like Spirit is rewarding you, and it's in a different way. See, some of you may be focusing on the coins here, like, okay, when is this coming in? It's coming in, but what Spirit is saying is that there's luxury and abundant resources outside of just the money, meaning like your knowledge. It could be so many things. Some of you could be artists. That's something I'm getting to, but not seeing it from that. So I am really, really feeling strong vibes there. So I take great care of what I value, 7 of Swords. And we also have the 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve, in reverse. So yeah, this is something that you're still waiting for. Yeah. And then also just in May, I really do see that it's about trusting yourself to make the right decision. But how do you do that? You have instincts, you have intuition. And I really feel like that's what Spirit is after in May for you, is to surrender to your instincts, your intuition, and allow it to guide you. Some of you, be patient with the finances. They are coming in. I am seeing that some of you might be afraid of what's going to happen financially. Okay, so let's get the energy of May. Man holding a heart in reverse. So yeah, this is not really centered so much towards your love life, but I am seeing that embracing something new is by allowing that space for that to come in. And so the man holding the heart here in reverse definitely says that, it's a transition. It's coming in as well. Endless possibilities, but it definitely feels like things are happening just at a slow pace. So we have endless possibilities here. And then the last card we have healing the heart. So that's what's happening even in the love life, healing the heart. Some of you are experiencing that. Let's see what question is here for their love life for May. For those who chose this deck, their love life. What can I ask for more help in my life? Where until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. So until you're open to receiving what you want, it is also hard for you to give what it is that you want as well. And so what they're saying is ask for help and receive it with an open heart. And so you guys are definitely going to be open to that. And I'm seeing that you do have help here, but it is not exactly the help that you may be thinking about. This is more of help from your friends, inspiration, advice, insight, clarity on which direction, patience, because this is coming in. Let's see what the last messages are for May. Thank you. 5 of Swords. I will heal myself. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some restoration here. We have another 5 here. So it's definitely a month of change for you. And the change is spending some time. There is some healing here. And that is surrendering the old and just allowing something new to come in. And you can easily do that by simply believing that the new can come in and that it does exist. So I do see that this is in all areas. So this comes from a scarcity mindset more so. of, or feeling like everything that's a blessing maybe takes too long to get there. And so I definitely feel like there's some spiritual growth and insight that's happening. And there is rewards and resources that are going to be brought to you in May. And I do see that it's not coming from the way that you're thinking, like in a tangible way. It's coming more from a spiritual way. And so that's the insight. And the last thing is just what you desire and learning how to create that. So that is the right way. So there will be pathways presented to you. The one that is unknown, uncertain, but in the mystery you find excitement in is going to be where your true desires are. And so that's what it's all about, following that excitement and see where it's going to take you in the month of May. But in the meantime, there's a lot of restoration here. I will say a lot of rejuvenation, healing the heart, a lot of mending, a lot of taking some time for sure to get some clarity, to breathe. I'm definitely seeing that, and to also allow time, to allow time for this to happen. And so you guys are definitely going to have many ideas come in, whether it's through the restoration period or after it. There will be something that brings some inspiration to you, but it may not happen exactly in May. I'm seeing that you're preparing for this to happen sometime soon. So if you guys chose deck number 1, this is what you can expect in the month of May. There are a lot of mixed feelings here, but the biggest thing that I can see is stay encouraged. So if you guys chose deck number 1, hashtag stay encouraged down below. And you do have a wish come true that's coming in. So being open to being guided on this journey from your instincts, because that's what's going to take you to where you truly desire. All right, I'm moving on to deck number 2. All right, if you guys chose deck number 2, this is your reading and what to expect for the month of May. All right, so something that I hear right away is for you, deck number 2, I do see a lot of health focus in May. So a lot of focusing on your health, and it could be your mental health. It is also your physical health that I'm seeing. So prosperity arising from wise planning. Take time for the next step. Don't move too quickly. That's something else that I'm hearing for you, deck number 2. I'm seeing that things they're going to pick up, like they're happening very fast, but I'm seeing that you're definitely going to have to maintain some type of grounding so that you don't jump into everything optimistically. So I am seeing to use discernment in May with jumping into things very quickly. So it says optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So I do see that some of you who do have some big plans in May, that they will turn out as expected. But again, that's where there's some excitement here for sure for you, deck number 2 in May. And I'm just seeing to use discernment and caution as well. All right, so 4 of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more rest, sleep, time off, seek relief from stress. And the 8 of Michael, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So Spirit is saying that in May, it does feel, and you might have already went through this in April, but even if it's still kind of there in May, you are seeing that there is a way, that there is light. And sorry, I just need to change this guy because I just realized he's looking at me the entire time. I'm like, okay, that's awkward. All right, so I am definitely seeing that you're seeing that there is a path that maybe you overlooked previously that's now presented like, oh, wow. This is easy. This is all I had to do. So I definitely see that you're breaking free through some of these things. And so it was due to a courageous choice that you either already made or are getting ready to make. So the overall theme, clock, time, pressure, and a rush. Exactly. So I'm definitely feeling that in May to really challenge yourself to see time differently, to see that you have plenty of it and see that you have more of it. And I'm doing this challenge for myself as well, is not trying to look at the clock as much. And that is because sometimes we feel like we don't have enough time, and looking speeds up that process. So I am seeing in May that something too that you're gonna kind of go through is just feeling like you don't have the time, but it really is moving slow. It's just that there's this excitement and this anticipation or this inspiration to move forward that's making you feel like you have to be in a rush. But there is no need to be in a rush. Everything is already in divine timing and synchrony. Synchronicity is what Spirit is saying. All right, let's see. Time machine. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. Okay, so 3. So yeah, there is some expansion. There's some speeding up here. And so it does feel like things are happening or happen very quickly, this turbo boost. And so in order to kind of calm things down, it's important to keep yourself grounded in any sense that you can. And so I am definitely seeing meditation. Nature is always a good place. Mountains are always a great place. Also, what I'm hearing is just in the greenery, in the sun. So just being out and taking some time to yourself and just, taking a deep breath in and reminding yourself that you're here. It could just be a simple 5-second meditation, but I'm definitely seeing that this is a good thing, but now you're just kind of learning the balance of grounding it. So we have strength, Leo energy, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. So I definitely feel like in May, there is like this time that you're taking away that I'm sensing. There could be some serenity time or some type of space that you're taking for yourself. And I do see that. The forgiveness card is here. We're going to look into that. The biggest thing that I'm feeling is that there is a glow that comes after this restoration or this rejuvenation. So if there is a sense or a need for downtime and you hear that, like, okay, I need to take a break, just kind of follow that, because it's definitely going to lead you to much more relief in your life. And so May, it's definitely focusing on what's going to bring me relief rather than stress in May. All right, so we have the Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, psychic, follow your heart. So some of you may be finding yourself, watching more tarot than often in May, or, just being open to receiving from others, which is beautiful. There's so many different readers who have unique perspectives out there. And so you can gain so much insight from different people. And so it's nice to know that everywhere in the world, you could just click on YouTube and find someone that you resonate with and have this warm advice. And so I'm definitely feeling like in May, you're sensing that you do have support, which is cool. So follow your heart, a love of home and family. So there's some family time here, trustworthy psychic information. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing that you've been through a journey and there is like this breakthrough here that's happening in May. And it's like a bridge that I'm seeing that you're kind of jumping over. And it's, man, Spirit is saying if you take the time in May to ground yourself, you actually would be ahead of most people, because the ones who will not see this reading or will not know how to ground themselves for what comes in May, who resonate with this deck, do not realize that they're just going to kind of get into a rush and burn themselves out. So you actually are going to have a turbo boost from taking this rest. So there is a higher perspective and a benefit from it. Journey is here, so definitely some paths that are going to be presented to you. This does feel like a new journey that's getting ready to happen after May. It's like a transition that I'm seeing for you, deck 2, in May. So overall, we have Page of Wands. So in May, it's not time to create, like, there's so much anticipation that I'm getting, and it's amazing. It feels great, inspiration. But for May, it seems like it's not the time to go and jump into something else, because you start feeling really excited and rejuvenated. And so that's something too with the Page of Wands. Take some time with that. And with that energy, what to do with that, let's get some clarity on this energy, on what's going on in May overall. Thank you. The Moon and the High Priestess. My intuition guides me to the right decision. And then we also have the High Priestess at the bottom, which is my intuition guides me to the truth. So there are definitely going to be some things that are revealed in May for you, deck number 2. Definitely some things that are going to be revealed here. We have Pisces energy, so you don't have to be a Pisces, but that energy is here. So I did want to say that. So something is going to be revealed and you will be challenged to follow the truth. And that's definitely something that's here. So the Moon, let's get some clarity on the Moon being here for May for deck 2. The Emperor in reverse, Okay, so we have father energy in the world. So some of you guys could be traveling, seeing family. That could be for a few of you. So I celebrate life and I welcome new energy. So this could be, someone, I want to say for a few of you, you could be finding out someone's pregnant. You could be finding out something that really just, it's not a bad thing. It just seems to change some things, and it's something that you just weren't expecting here with the Emperor here. So we also have Aries energy. All right, let's get some clarity one more time on why the moon is here. Thank you. The Tower in reverse. Okay, I surrender and know how to go forward. So yeah, I definitely see that something is being revealed or happening in May that's gonna, in a sense, empower you to make a decision for yourself. So I definitely see that. And again, it's opening up new possibilities. So many of you are breaking through and having many breakthroughs in May. Okay, so there is some excitement from that. And so I do see it could be some traveling and then also celebrating life. And then not just, because some of you could find out that someone is pregnant. I'm seeing that. Obviously, this is a lot of like, you're pregnant, you too? Like there's a lot of, interesting energy here is all I'm going to say. So this to me feels like something very new. So it could be that, and it's just something, someone could have bought a new home, new project. So take that how it resonates. All right, so overall, a tall tale. So yeah, something that you believed is basically going to come tumbling down with the Tower here. And so how are you going to move forward from this? You're just going to follow the truth, follow your intuition, and it's going to lead you to the right place. You'll have plenty of psychic information. You have plenty of help to guide you on this journey. You're not on it alone. That's something I'm hearing too. So yeah, a tall tale, something that you built up, maybe that you really thought was true, is just starting to not seem so true anymore. And so I'm definitely seeing that with this energy. But you're definitely ready for this. So let's see what's going on in love for the month of May. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Deck number 2. Yeah, definitely could be entangled spiritually with another person, and whoever this person is, there's definitely some past life history here. So that's why there's some intense things here. Now, the freedom, nothing is stopping you. This is doing it for yourself, having that foundation of freedom and happiness to stand on for yourself. So no matter who leaves or goes, you have that grounded foundation. And so you're learning how to be free. The path is clear. You can be free. You can be free. So there's a lot of freedom here, a lot of embodying this breakthrough of many things. Like, okay, someone says I couldn't do it. You just break yourself free from that thought. So there are so many different breakthroughs that are happening, and even in love. So romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Let's get some energy on what that's about, because I definitely feel like some of you are breaking free from some things. Some insights are coming. Things are being revealed. But for you, there is this excitement because there is this unknown mystery that's laid out before you. So I'm sensing also, deck 2, there's a maturity of spirituality here for you. Like you're becoming more aware. And so even if you were drawn to this stone, it represents the third eye chakra. And that's all about being aware of more than what you see physically. And so that tells me that you are prepared for what is to come. And then also you are prepared to align yourself back to personal freedom and happiness. You have that ability, and that is going to be the correct path for you to choose in May. And so you are learning definitely a lot here. All right, why is romance Cupid's arrow here for deck 2 and love for May 2021? Knight of Swords. Okay, some of you may be worried about this situation. Okay, finding it challenging this would be sleeping, just being up at night dreaming about this person. Again, it's because there's a past life history here. Let's get some more information on, because Cupid's arrow strike isn't happening because this energy is here. in May. So that's something that I'm hearing too. The Two of Wands is here. So yeah, you would have to make a decision energetically on if this is where you want to go. What's that other decision for the Two of Wands in love for the romance Cupid's arrow? What's to come in love after May? Thank you. Five of Pentacles, okay? King of Wands in reverse. So right now, it seems like this romance Cupid's arrow it's like trying to strike, but there is some frequent energy around, you know, a lot of this going on. So it's, to me, it just doesn't seem worth the energy. I feel like there's so much more to come to focus on and to be excited about here. Let's see if there's anything else. The Lovers in reverse, so we do have Gemini energy as well. So definitely feel to get some confirmation here on this romance arrow. There is something that is coming in. However, it is your choice to follow that freedom. So yeah, the Six of Pentacles, there is going to be balance here. I do see something for you. Let's see what that's about. Eight of Cups, but you are moving away from something that's not fulfilling any longer. And whatever that may be emotionally fulfilling, that's no longer bringing you that, it is taking the strength to walk away from it. But walking away now, it's just speeding up this process of this Cupid arrow striking. It's like letting go, detaching. The sooner that you do this from this situation, for those of you who are resonating with the love part, there is going to be something new that comes in. So I definitely feel that if you guys were drawn to this. Now, if you guys are drawn to this, you're already in a relationship, this could just mean, you know, space, taking that time apart. It doesn't have to be something that's drastic, but I do see that you guys are individually on this journey of freeing yourself from multiple things. So that's something I'm definitely seeing here, is that you could be working on your own personal happiness individually, and that's something that takes time and space to do. So I'm definitely feeling that for those of you. Okay, so what else financially? Last but not least, Knight of Wands. Don't drain yourself out. Something new is going to come in that's going to bring you clarity on your next step in finances in May. Something that's here too is that you don't have to compete for this. This is something that's going to come in. It seems like an idea or an insight. We're going to get some clarity on that. We have a lot of wands here, as you can see, energy. So there is some energy that's being cleared from and away from your finances here. What is this energy about around finances for deck 2 in May? Yeah, emotionally, maybe you were going through some things, focus on some other, you know, there's a lot going on here. Ace of Cups, I welcome new love and I trust what it brings. So emotionally, I definitely feel like you have been going through some things, even if it's not a relationship. For those of you who are, you know, single, not really dealing with this past life, it's been a lot energetically that I'm seeing that you had to fight for. And I'm seeing that Spirit is trying to take you to a place where finances are easier to obtain. And so Ace of Swords, why is that here? For deck 2 for May. The Magician, I manifest perfectly what I desire. Yeah. So this is not about other people. This is not about, you know, some of you could be content creators, entrepreneurs, definitely. For those of you who are just trying to manifest something that you desire, there's no need to compete with others to get it. That's something that you're learning here, is that it's going to come from looking within. It's going to come from there. And so you are manifesting what it is that you desire. Let's get one more on overall energy for May. Queen of Swords, I protect what matters to me. So I protect what matters to me. One more clarity for this reversal. I protect what matters for me. Thank you. Two of Swords, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. So yeah, in May, trusting your decisions, trusting that you're making the correct decision by following what you desire, following your intuition. I'm definitely seeing that here. I protect what matters to me. So having clarity from a higher perspective, keeping the higher perspective in mind for the month of May is very important to you. Last but not least is the question that you may ask yourself in May for deck 2, May 2021. May 2021. Whoa. What if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. I love it. So that just really does clarify. Am I ready to let go? Of this buried shame. So many things, letting go of fear and everything. So it doesn't have to be hard. Calling the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receiving guidance. You are supported. Wow, deck number 2. So following what brings you ease, following what brings that's easy, following those pathways. And it seems like you've chosen a lot of pathways that, sometimes could be working against yourself or because of others, many different things here. And so Spirit says, it doesn't have to be this hard. Just allow me in a little bit to give you those instincts to know that you are possible. So I love this for you, deck number 2. If you guys chose this for the month of May, don't forget to comment down below. Hashtag I am supported if you guys chose this deck. And this is just, again, affirming that you are supported by the universe, and to remember that you and the universe are co-creating this reality. So moving on to deck number 3. All right, if you guys chose deck number 3, this is your reading in what to expect for May 2021. Let's see, the Magician. I'm loving it. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Page of Michael. Truthful, perspective, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So some of you might be making a decision. You have a lot to think about in May, is what it's looking like. Something is changing. There's a new beginning. Some of your guys' leases could be up. Not to be nosy, but that's something that I'm definitely seeing for some of you. Some of your leases could be up. I'm definitely seeing some new beginnings are here. A change in direction. You could also have been resonating with deck 2. Maybe you didn't choose it. You didn't have to, but I'm definitely feeling some of you could have resonated with deck 2 as well. So the direction that offers happiness is going to be the perfect path for you. I also see there's a lot to think about, and you are moving very quickly. Time to move quickly. So yeah, you guys definitely could have been attracted to deck number 2. So I would say go back and watch it, because it seems to be 2 different shifts here. So choose logic over emotions, sudden changes. So I'm definitely seeing that some of you could have already signed paperwork. Sudden changes are happening. You're manifesting things that you want very quickly in May. And that's because you're choosing the direction that offers happiness. 6 of Ariel. So financially, material needs get fulfilled. Okay, so something's happening. I don't know if you guys are going furniture shopping. You could be interior designing something. You could be decorating something. So I am seeing that material needs are getting met. So this could, again, be a home, be a relocation, a new car. I'm seeing something is changing materially in the month of May. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Okay, so something's definitely happening here. Maybe you're worried about it happening because we do have the Nine of Swords. So that's interesting, because I believe deck 2 have the Nine of Swords as well. So that's the very interesting part, is that there does seem to be a connection here in financially what's happening. Let's see. More information on finances for deck 3, May 2021. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing that some of you are looking to, I give and receive. This is the 6 of Pentacles twice here, and then 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, you guys are definitely looking to do something different materially. Now, there are some things that I am feeling like is that even in May, that there's more that could be fulfilled. So what I'm sensing is Spirit is saying, don't try to force everything in one month. Give it some time to grow. So I am seeing that some of you, are growing certain things, growing your money trees over time. So, some of this is taking time. We have the Knight of Pentacles now. The other deck also had the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, definitely crazy here. Judgment, I look back for compassion with myself. So you guys are definitely going to be, or have already went through some type of spiritual awakening. The Magician here, and so is the Wheel. Let's see what your last card is, the 4 of Gabriel. So a time for celebration. So yeah, it definitely seems like good things are happening, And as time is passing, you're starting to see that it is occurring, but I'm sensing that there's an even bigger breakthrough that's going to occur after May. So even though this is your energy currently in the month of May, I'm definitely feeling like it's changing. Okay, so I'm seeing that there is a breakthrough. Let's get information on this breakthrough for May for deck 3. Okay, more information. Sagittarius energy. I find clarity. I am successful in all that I do. So yeah, there's definitely something happening here. We have Sagittarius energy here, and it seems to be a spiritual thing that's happening. So there is a sense of needing yourself. I do see time for celebration. So having more fun in May is very important. And I'm actually interested in seeing why the Hierophant is here. So let's clarify. Taurus energy. So I know it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Taurus. Justice is Libra energy in reverse. So yeah, there could be something that you guys are waiting on, paperwork. Yeah, there's definitely something here. Some of you guys, I'm hearing it could be court. Something is happening. Some of you are signing paperwork to move into places. Some of you are waiting for paperwork to do certain things in your life. Some of you may even be getting married. Now that's for a few of you because we do have the 4 of Gabriel. So some of you are definitely getting married or wanting to get married, or, you know, there's many things here that I'm seeing for you guys. A lot of decisions that are here that need to be made. So justice, let's get some clarity on. Okay, 3 of Wands. So yeah, you guys are definitely waiting for something to come in, waiting for some type of communication and approval. Some of you are waiting for approvals. I am definitely seeing that coming in. Okay, it's taking some time, but let's just see what the energy is. Angel of Strength. So yeah, it's definitely some changes, some up and downs that are going on in May. You're manifesting things, new beginnings. You're moving very quickly. And so a lot of these things that are happening out of nowhere because you just simply didn't have time to plan them. So there's no way to plan every single thing that could go wrong. And so I am definitely seeing the Angel of Strength here is just allowing it to kind of happen. The energy, close encounters, 10, and the Royal You. So yeah, this is a lot of worthiness, a lot of self-worth going on here for the month of May. Coming into back to yourself with the Temperance. Let's see what's going on in love and relationships for deck 3. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay? Many changes here. Many changes. Okay? The Wheel. Twice here. This is very important. So something is happening, a cycle is happening, and I definitely feel like in May, you're being urged to break this cycle. It's, again, the Wheel, the 10, 10, 10. So this could definitely be a reflection of 2020, but I'm sensing that it's time for a new cycle. And whatever this cycle is, it's interesting because 2021 is actually the new beginning. The 1 represents the new beginning. That's why the Magician is here. And so with the 1, your 10 years starts now. So it's like the next 9 to 10 years of your life is the next cycle. So basically a lot of these things that you're severing this before a decade of a cycle. Some of you, it could be generational things that you carried from your parents. That's for some of you. So there are some things that are happening here. And this is just, again, I look back with compassion for myself. It's like, okay, look, let it go. You made these decisions. No need to stay up at night about them. No need to, go over it again and again. You are lovable. You deserve love. So Spirit is going to move anything out of the way that is not in alignment with love. So Queen of Swords and 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's been heavy. Okay, you see the hamster is carrying all these burdens here. You see the Queen of Swords. We have this again. What are the chances? You guys didn't really get to see me shuffle these out. You got to see me shuffle a couple of them, but it's really cool to see 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wheels. So cycles. This is what Spirit is like, look, no, TP, get them to see that they must sever this cycle. So the Queen of Swords is severing that cycle. Let's get some information on what that could be. For May, what is this? Wow. So I'm definitely feeling Gemini energy too. So happy birthday, Gemini, because you are, I believe, at the end of May. So, wow. 8 of Swords. I release myself from self-inflicting binds. So a lot of these binds, a lot of these things that are holding you back are self-inflicting, almost like working against yourself. All right, so a lot of these decisions are working against yourself. So I definitely see that having a higher perspective, understanding that the universe, your instincts are on your side. And that's a big deal right there. Your instincts are on your side. And that's what you have to start trusting here, and that's what's going to help you. And then also financially, that's what's really holding you back, because I'm sensing that you have an appetite for more in life, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm seeing that's, May is showing you a glimpse into that again. And I do see that you're moving into a season of reciprocation. So what you're giving, you're going to be receiving. So, that could be good or bad, because we're definitely getting it both here. King of Pentacles, you're becoming much more sure of yourself as an abundant person. And that's what's happening too. King of Pentacles, like, oh, okay, this doesn't look so bad after all. This gold crown doesn't look so bad after all. So you're accepting also who you are. And that is someone who is abundant, the King of Pentacles, the ruler of earthly matter. So that's material things, cars, houses, materials, earthly things. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that's something that I'm definitely seeing here, is that you're learning to release these cycles that are inflicting you, okay? 10 of Wands, we talked about that. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So there's definitely going to be some challenging moments of understanding that nothing is missing, no matter who's there, who's not there, but knowing that you are connected to all those that you love spiritually. So those that you love, and let's see what else is happening in love. New beginning. So there's definitely a new beginning here in love, a new adventure that's taking place. And it says, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So this is really good. It feels great. It seems like another path, a whole new journey. And, this releasing all of these inflicting things or things that may be holding you back, limits, beliefs, doubts, that is definitely going to get you to where you want to go a lot faster. So May seems to be presenting a new beginning in love. The overall theme is uncertainty. Choose who you will become. I love that, because I believe that the key to confidence is certainty. And when you know who you are, there's no need to talk about it. You just become it. But you have to know it. You just really, really do have to know that. And so you're going to be challenged with, are you sure you're abundant? Are you sure you're worthy? These are going to be the spiritual things that you're going to go through in May. And so, sometimes there will be some uncertainties, but how do you know when you're certain of something? It's because it's true. It resonates, right? So choose who you will become. Will you become abundant? Will you choose this? And so that's definitely a huge transition that's going to happen in May that I love to see. Let's see what the question for May would be for you, deck 3. What would the question in May? Thank you. What are the dominant emotions that run my life, and how can I be more flexible right now? How do you fill your day? With stress or joy? With trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us to the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value the most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. I love this. Wow, that's amazing. So it says, lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, your expectations to match your desires. And then you had, What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, that you are not alone, and then do some yoga. That's what it says. So awesome. That's amazing message for you, deck number 3. So many changes, and the purpose of the change is for clarity. So I am sensing that maybe in June is where the clarity starts to happen, where you start to kind of see things for what they truly are. But May is unfolding, and the biggest thing is to follow what you know and follow what you're certain of. So if you guys chose deck number 3, don't forget to comment down below so I can send some words of encouragement back to you guys and you can encourage others. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to deck number 4. All right, if you guys chose deck number 4, this is your reading and what to expect for May 2021. So let's see. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. King of Raphael. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So May seems to be very emotional for you, deck number 4. So this would be a lot of emotional transitions that are happening in the month of May. Love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So something is definitely coming back into full circle here. And it seems like it's a journey full of love. And then we also have there's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. So I definitely feel like some of you are taking a path in May that will be presented. Now, there's a lot of emotional things that are going on, as you can see with the green here. Spiritually, I just see that we have Virgo energy, so you could be going through, again, this place where you have to kind of guide yourself through. It says this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Time to take action, great passion. So I'm seeing that there is something that's going to be pulling your attention in May. It seems like it's going to be a passion, something that makes you feel very confident and enthusiastic about it. So I do sense that there is going to be something great that happens in May that kind of gets you fired up. Even though there is a spiritual quest happening. Let's see what else is happening. Overall, the thinking man. So I do want to say with May, take the time to think. I do see that May, the number 5 is the number of change and sometimes conflict with the imbalance of 3 and 2, making 5. So I do see that they're saying to take the time to think before you act on some of these enthusiastic decisions, because again, I see that great passion is coming, but the thinking man is in reverse. So that tells me that spend some time focusing on that. We have the King of Cups twice. So some of you could be in a relationship that is taking up some of your time in May. For those of you who are, we have the King of Cups twice here. And so we have the Star card, Aquarius energy, King of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of people, so I definitely feel like you're going to have a lot of encounters with people, either closing out April or sometime in May, where you just kind of distance yourself, because I am seeing that the Epiphany card is here. So let's clarify. All right, why is the Epiphany card here? Why is the Hermit card here? Why is the Epiphany card here? 7 of Swords, I take great care of what I value and I trust the flow of life. So I definitely sense that. King of Cups. One more card for Epiphany. I see things exactly as they are. A lot of things going on. I embrace joyful beginnings. I am naturally creative. I just feel like there's a lot going on in May. A lot of different thoughts that are going on as well. I take great care of what I value. 7 of Swords. Hope, having hope in where you're going, the destiny that you're taking. Now let's get some more energy, because as you see, the board is pretty balanced here, which tells me that there's a little bit of everything going on. I take a deep breath, and the Rose's Kiss. So this, yeah, a lot is going to be happening. You know, I feel like it's kind of overwhelming in a sense, and I do see that it is time for restoration in this month. So we do have Aquarius energy. I am picking up Virgo energy as well. And so I do see that there is some type of relationship or relationships that are filling your life with joy. However, there's something that's changing in your love life. So let's get the love cards here. Wedding. This situation involves wedding. Yeah, this is a lot going on here, guys. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Deck 4. You always surprise me. You always surprise me. So a lot of you, again, this could be a dream of a reconciliation. We do have the cloud, so I want to acknowledge that. Of someone that you would want to be with, or some type of spiritual quest, and you're definitely looking for some answers within your love life. And let's see what else is going on. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through pain, a blessing will soon be revealed. So yes, there is definitely something going on here in a emotional path that you've had to take because a situation was not serving you. For those of you, it could be someone that you really thought that it was going to go far. Maybe you thought this was going to be the one, the wedding was involved, and you don't understand how this happened. Now, this is for some of you. Obviously, take what resonates. So let's see what the other love card is. Reflection, give each other some space. So yeah, if you're in a relationship, you could be married, and it's just saying, you know, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So I do see that relationships are being challenged in the month of May. And it's because it's the month of change, and sometimes it's hard to make those changes when you're in a relationship. And so the 5, again, representing that imbalance, that conflict, is really, you know, we have the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords. We have many things that are happening that both parties will need space on reflecting. But I do see that there is love here, and, you know, there is something better waiting. This situation is not serving you. And so that something better waiting, I do see, is an epiphany of a great passion or something else that you could have been distracted from doing because you were focusing on the relationship. And so that is also what's going to bring you this financial success that you're looking for. So you're here, you're being guided to still have faith in outside of, you know, relationships. To also have faith in what else. So I do see that once you take the space, some of you guys will take a step back and say, oh, I was being distracted from this. I see clearly why there needed to be some type of reflection and also some space here. So I am sensing that. Let's see if there's anything else in this love relationship. Whoa. 6 of Wands. And where did it go? Oh, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, I definitely see that Spirit is saying it's time to focus on you, your grounding, your foundation, your stability, your independence, your confidence. Your confidence comes from when you can take care of yourself, when you can be independent, when you don't have to ask. And so I'm definitely seeing that that is here. So the Rose's Kiss, let's see why that's here. Clarity for deck 4. Ace of Cups. So there is going to be another love situation. It just doesn't look exactly like what you're thinking. If you look in the mirror, it's a cup, but it's the reflection of another cup. And so it's not exactly the same cup. And so I'm seeing that your relationship, whatever this new relationship is that Spirit will bring in after this reconciliation with yourself, you have Temperance here. So Sagittarius energy, when you have that revelation and reconciliation with yourself, because I definitely feel like you guys are with the Temperance here, and you take that time to reflect and you have that space, I do see that something new is approaching. So it could be a new way of looking at the relationship or marriage that you already have, or if you're single, again, looking at a new pathway of love that it doesn't exactly look like what you thought. So there is going to be something better waiting, but you must be open to that. And so in order to see that, take some time for clarity. So financially, what you're going to be dealing with in the month of May, 5 of Cups. So yeah, there's some emotional things going on. So it's taking a lot attention from your finances, from your stability, from what you want to grow for yourself. This is not pouring everything into others and then only having a little left for yourself. This is something that you're learning, is to kind of have that stability and groundation for yourself. And that's why the King of Pentacles is here in reverse. And so you will take the time to get back, back on track. It will take you some time, but what Spirit is saying is like, just embrace everything that is learned in the journey. Love every part of the journey. You've learned so much, so you don't have to worry about going through those things again in the journey. So that's what I'm hearing. And then, so you're going to work hard, and I see that you're going to work your way up, and it's going to take some time, but it's worth the work. I'm seeing it's worth putting in the work, especially in your finances, in yourself, so that you don't have to depend on someone to, whatever that is, provide, take care, whatever that may be. Your overall theme for the month of May: all in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. So the overall theme for May, I feel like I just said March. Don't tell me that it's a repeat. No. All in the golden afternoon. Let's see why this is here for May. 5 of Swords, I will heal myself. So definitely after you go through this epiphany, you're going to have, it seems like you're having this epiphany where you're just, realizing that, okay, personal happiness is priority. Okay, that's what I'm sensing for you guys. That is the thing. Personal happiness is priority for May. If someone can hashtag that down below. Because after you're healing yourself, that's when the inspiration and the creative spark comes and things get back on track. Because what has been taking your attention away, because remember, your attention is energy. Energy is a currency. Whatever's taking your attention is taking that. And so money and abundance and love, it's almost like they're twin sisters and they're sharing. And so that's what I'm seeing with the energies, is that they're connected. And so when one is in balance, the other feels it. And that's what I'm sensing for your finances and just where you want to be personally. So this time is going to give you some time to reflect for sure. Many of you. All right, let's see if there's anything else here for May 2021 for deck 4. Last card. 10. I love it. I have all I wish for in my relationships. 10 of Cups. So you have the 10 of Cups both ways. So some of you are going to just work this out. I'm sensing for a lot of you, you will work this out. So it just seems to be some time to reflect. There's reconciliation. This is definitely someone that you love and you care about. Now, you're really taking me to the love side here, deck 4, because I'm sensing that, there is, and now if you're on your own journey and you're single, there is definitely a life partner here that you're manifesting. We have the King of Cups twice. We have the 10 of Cups twice. Okay, magic or coincidence, huh? 2 different decks, 3 different decks here, same cards. So there's definitely everything you wish for in happiness and relationships is here for you to obtain. And so the Star card is here, that represents hope. So that's having hope in that. Now, what's the question they'll ask in May? What excuses am I making right now? What am I waiting for someone else to do it? So a lot of you, the fire is really going to be lit underneath you to move in that direction of personal happiness. Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take the leap into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. So no more thinking, no more talking, only doing. And so when you start doing things and you start making these decisions, that's when your reality changes. But if we're not making any decisions, we're doing the same things, taking the same routes, at the same job, with the same people, we can't expect our reality to change. So something has to change. So if someone makes a decision not to come to work, that changes the reality. But you can change the reality of anything around you if you decide to go somewhere completely different. So every decision that you make forges a new path in reality. Deck 4. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Okay, so if you guys chose deck number 4, hashtag down below, the time is now for the month of May. amazing things to come. Keep the hope, and also be open. Be open to your intuition and where it has to guide you, because it truly is on your side. If you guys tuned into this message, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Love and light.